What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak, and today we are going to do another PS3 Throwback. And the game we are going to look at today is Wet. This game, now you can see it. Yeah, this game came out in 2009, and it kind of has a Quentin Tarantino style, movie, feel to it. But it was a really cool game when it came out. I loved it. It did take some time to get used to the control mechanics in it. But after you get used to that, it's actually a pretty fun game. But that was back in 2009. How is it in 2024? Let's pop this baby in and find out. Wet is a 2009 third-person shooter action video game developed by Artificial Mind and Movement and published by Bethesda Softworks for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. A PlayStation Portable version was planned, but ultimately it was canceled. The game's gameplay revolves around killing opponents with both firearms and swords while engaging in acrobatic moves. In its story and setting, Wet follows heroine Ruby Malone, who's voiced by Elijah Dushku, she's fucking hot, a problem solver. Wet's title derives from the euphemism wet work, a messy job or task that involves one's hands becoming wet with blood. Originally set to be published by Sierra Entertainment, Bethesda Softworks eventually announced that they would become the game's publisher. The game received mixed reviews from critics, garnering praise for its gameplay, music, and production values, but was criticized for its graphics, levels, and lack of innovation. A sequel to the game was announced in 2011, but it was eventually canceled. Wet is an action game that combines shooting and swordplay with acrobatics and gore. The main character, Ruby, carries twin pistols and a sword. She can also carry dual shotguns, submachine guns, or crossbows, and can fire while jumping, sliding on her knees, and running on the walls. During these acrobatic actions, the game enters slow motion, and she will automatically aim at a second enemy, allowing the player to shoot at two enemies at once. She can also combine her attacks, such as a wall running off a person or performing a sword uppercut while sliding. Racking up kills and collecting multiplier icons gains multipliers, which increase score and the rate at which Ruby regenerates health. Ruby can also regain health by finding bottles of whiskey. In some sections of the game, Ruby's face will get covered in blood and she will go into a murderous, berserker-like rage. These sections are presented in noir style, with blood red, black and white visuals. Ruby's attacks become faster and stronger to fight against large numbers of enemies during these sections, and killing chains of enemies extends her psychotic fury. There are also motorway sections that feature shooting integrated with quick time events. At the end of each stage of play, the player will be graded on three different factors: completion time, acrobatics, and average multiplier. Based on performance in these areas, style points will be given, allowing the purchase of upgrades to both Ruby and her weapons. Different upgrades include additional health blocks for Ruby, as well as increased firing rate and damage for the pistols, shotguns, submachine guns, and crossbows. Now, I had a good time going back and playing this 2009. I don't know if you want to call it a beat 'em up, a hack and slash, whatever. It was fun, but you could tell that it is an older game, and the control scheme did not hold up real well. But after I got used to it again, it wasn't so bad. But man, you can just tell how far these modern consoles have came. And this is only PS3, and we're at PS5 now, so you can tell a big difference. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't checked it out. It's nothing that I'm going to highly recommend, but regardless, I still had a lot of fun with it. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next episode, game on, everybody.